Gorgeous ones, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all had a wonderful sleep. This morning, two things. I'm congratulating myself on washing my hair because something I hate doing, I don't know why, and I will often put it off. So every time I do it, I just give myself a big hooray. One of the things I'm talking about this morning, which has been the theme that I've been weaving through the last couple of weeks, is that weight loss doesn't have to be hard. That is everyone's belief, and it's perpetuated everywhere. Losing weight is hard. Maintaining weight is hard. Changing your life is hard. So, of course, if we have that as our common belief, then our brain looks for evidence to confirm that. And every time we come up against a bit of resistance, our brain goes, "See, it's hard. See, it's doing it." So, one of the things I'd love you to be thinking about today is how to make it easy. Now, I'm the queen of ease. I like making things as easy as possible. Hence the reason I'm wearing this jumper 2 days in a row. It is easy for me just to get that jumper out and put it back on. I don't find wearing the same clothes boring. I find it easy. So I wear them until they're dirty and then I fling it in the wash. Good morning, Jack. So I don't know if you watched the cooking show last night, but if you did, we had a split screen with Daniela and Michelle from Thermo Foodie. And Michelle had made, as part of the recipe, this jar of a spice mix rub. And part of the reason I use Mingle all the time is because it's easy. But when she said to me that this spice mix rub will last years in the jar, a little light bulb went off. And I thought, oh, that sounds easy. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is finding a recipe, obviously one of theirs, and I'm going to make spice mix jars up in advance, labelled, because then you just get out your spoon, like you shake it all up, get out your spoon, and it's easy. So thinking of things you can wear a jumper for 6 months here in far north Queensland, Caroline. That's hilarious. Probably because you wear it for about 5 minutes. The thing that makes us easy is really just tuning in to what other things can we do that make it easy. So this is, I guess, part of learning habits. And I was talking to one of our members yesterday on her success call, and she's actually going to come on as a guest on our podcast because it was such a good call. I said, "Oh my God, you've got to tell this story." We were talking about, she has learnt recently how to spin wool. They've got alpacas, and she was learning about how to spin wool. Now, when she first started, it was hard and she wasn't any good at it and she kept buggering it up and it was frustrating and all of those things that our brain then says, "Oh, see, this is too hard. Don't bother. Just go and buy a ball of wool from Spotlight." But you know what? She persisted and now it's easy. She can just sit there doing whatever you do with your spinny thing and out comes this beautiful wool. So the thing to remember is that there is going to be some challenges and there is going to be some resistance. But it doesn't have to be hard. That's just part of the process. And keep reminding yourself, what can I do to make this easy? And that's the question. What can I do to make it easy? The sequelae for me on that is obviously, and you know my story well, about sugar. It is easier for me not to have it than to have a little bit. It is easier for me not to have this concept, I'll just have one, because I already know that the 2, the 3, and the 4 are just as hard, if not harder, to resist than the first one. So today's job, lovelies, what can you do to make it easy? All right, beautiful people. Hopefully you've had a listen to the podcast this week. Please go listen. It's a fantastic one. I interviewed Robert Sives. He's interestingly, a bariatric surgeon who's originally from South Africa, works in the States and is passionate about carb addiction. So even as a bariatric surgeon, he recognises that surgery is not the be-all and end-all, and it's not actually addressing the root cause. And the root cause comes back to things like addressing your relationship with food, And yes, we can use tools, and using those tools is not a failure, but that's all they are. They're extra tools. They don't actually address the root cause. So there you go. Please go listen to that. And, I'm going to ask you, if you can, leave a review. Not on the individual episode. It doesn't work like that. You have to go back to the original show where you just click back and go see all episodes, and you scroll down and there's a little spot for reviews. Wonderful, darlings. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow.